Oh, my headset's way too loud. Alright, I just want to do a little bit of fishing. Just a little bit. Maybe an hour. Maybe. Maybe. Let's try an hour of each, maybe. Maybe that's what I do. Okay, here we go. See what we get. Let's see what we can get. Nothing monolithic. Should get my phone out just to keep track. Okay. My frames look good too this time. I was wondering why my frames were dropping. I thought it might be because I've got my phone going and my mom is at home relaxing too, but it does not appear to be related at all. I don't know why. Strange, because I was dropping frames hard earlier. It's dropping them heavy. Huh. Bad rolls. Okay. Not the craziest fish. Oh, fish number 3 is much better. Much better. Don't be a Kaji, please. Kind of screwed up right there. If it is a Kaji, it's not a big one. Come on, 130 Hama Hama. Show it to me. Although we haven't seen a Kaji yet. Dang. Not bad. That's about right on the bar. Three-quarters. What did we just get? Oh, I didn't even take it. Yeah, I didn't even take a screenshot. I didn't even bother. Wasn't bad though. Alright, so the question is, do I write it out? Or move on? It's a hefty fish. Does fit my description of being in the first 5. Huh. I don't know. Nothing. But a quick bite. Still important. It's gonna be a case of another small Hama Hama. Yes, it is. And then what, we go like 2 empties and then a big Kaji? That'd be sweet. Or not, just immediately after. Oh, so close to a new record. Gosh dang it. Beautiful fish, but dang. I think I waited too long. Nope. Still got it. Dang. Well, here's to the ever-increasing theory. Maybe that's just my new normal. Maybe when I catch big ones, that's just what they look like. And then the giants have actually arrived. These fish are crazy. This one's not as big. Could be as long. So I wonder if, like, I don't know, where you come from matters. I don't know. I don't know anything. Maybe I'm just getting lucky. It's probably that. I am slaying though. Nothing. Alright, well hopefully that means it's a big dead patch, and then we get 2 small hama-hamas and a shot at a big something. And then 2 hama-hamas and a shot at a big something. That'd be crazy. What are your chances of catching something here? It's like 50%, isn't it? I never even thought about that. Maybe even less. Because it's Kaji and Hama Hama. It's probably a 0.5 you don't catch a fish anyways. This one's interesting. Such a quick rise, but it's not like it's letting me scroll. It's not a fight, but it's interesting. It's probably 400. Close. Makes me scared to think what I missed out on that one level in Ocean Roar when I left. Oh, could have been great things. I'm catching huge fish right now, though, like, good stuff. Oh, our smallest fish. Maybe. We are killing it. We're at 18 minutes. And I think that's fish 13 or 12. Slaying. Like, actually slaying. Oh, nice. Let me catch 6 fish with the bait rod too, at least. So that's 12. Yep, 15. I counted, right? Where are my memes? There they are. See what we get. Oh man, if we can catch a giant Bobo. What would be a 150 equivalent to the Bobo? Would it be like a 110? We'll see. It'd be crazy to find out that you can actually, like, if you catch something good on lure rod, know that the bait rod's good too. I don't know if anybody tests that. So we're looking for 2 small fish and then the third one to be giant. It's either something decent or it's a small Bobo. Okay. I wouldn't even actually call that decent now that I've seen it. Alright, let's see something huge. 130 Bobo, that's what I want. Or a 100 Bon. Ugh. I was hoping it'd be huge. Huge! Oh, it's my Bobo, but it's tiny. Oh, dropping some frames. What is causing that, I wonder? I have my phone open. I wonder if it's my phone and her stuff together. That could be. Because I'm suddenly dropping 0.4. Interesting. Interesting. Dang, nothing impressive. So it's not 1-to-1. That's apparent. Could be 2-to-1. That wouldn't make any sense, but whatever. I'm actually catching diversity though. Instead of just all of one of the same fish. Again, that could just be RNG. We've caught enough fish to actually see crazy things within the RNG table. Flipping a coin this many times and it eventually resulting in heads 10 times in a row is not actually that uncommon. Alright, record Bobo. 100-100 right here. It's gonna be crazy looking. Dang. I think I swung too soon on that. Well, maybe maybe I just need to fly around the map and hit everywhere. Let's wait till morning. We'll do some swishes and then we'll go to Mural at night. I wonder if switching poles ruined it. It shouldn't. Excuse me. Pardon me. Shouldn't be doing that. It is rude to do to the microphone. I guess wow. I guess I could have just gone tonight to Mardan's. Not the biggest or the best. That was bigger than I expected. Much bigger than I expected. Interesting. I'm gonna catch one more fish and then we're gonna try something. Come on. Nothing. Okay, so I've got an idea. I'm going to go back to Balance Valley, save, restart, and then come back. And see if the crazy fish appear again. I should probably go right now, but it's like, it should be prime Kaji time. Alright, yeah, let's go. Nice. Hello! I'm just doing a quick stream. It was too early for me to go to bed, and I wasn't quite tired yet, so I decided to do a short stream. You're about to see my madness at work. Did you get to level 34? Or are you still 33? That's fair. Alright, so I just caught 2 great looking fish. I didn't take screenshots of them, did I? No, I did. I did. And then we're gonna do that. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, though. I am still not feeling as sharp as I'd like to feel, but I feel a little bit better. Okay. So what basically just transpired was I hopped on to play for a little bit, and fish 3 and 6 were just absolutely massive. So I'm going to try to replicate the RNG that I just used. So we spawned into the game, we assessed where we were, we moved to the Ocean Roar Cave. Nice. I just recently fell out of a Pokemon mood. I was hunting Celebi for about an hour a day for quite some time, but I just gave up. I couldn't get Celebi to shine. I'll have to get back to it at some point. But I've been having a lot of fun with Professor Oak challenges. Alright, so hopefully we see 2 small sharks and then a big fish. We want to see 2 small sharks and then a big fish. Alright, this is bigger than we wanted. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Unless that is a small shark and we're about to catch a record fish. Oh, I have no idea what's about to happen. I have no idea. So I'm making it all up. Waiting a full second might actually catch you some fish. Might be a whole different... Well, no, it's not a different set. It can't be a different set. It's the same fish. It just might catch him earlier? I don't know. Okay, here's fish number 3. This one needs to be a monster for me to have any weight to this theory. Okay, reel in. I am looking for a massive fish. We're gonna shake, wait, shake, wait. Nothing, nothing, nothing. There's never anything back there. Well, that's not true. Sometimes. I don't know. I don't. Oh, I need that fish to be huge. Monstrous. Gargantuan. That's not it. Because they really pulled out all the stops. I mean, again, they've never put 16 badges in another. What's really funny is apparently, like, that wasn't even meant to be that way. What actually had happened was they were full color scans, but they photocopied them on like a 1990s photocopier and it lost a bunch of the color. They were never actually watercolor. It's wild, but when you look back at them, it absolutely makes sense that they just weren't scanned properly. Yeah. They were just, that watercolor was simply improper scanning technique. Somebody wasn't pressing the image fully into the scanner. It like makes so much sense when you go back and look at it. Like everything is like, it looks like watercolor. There are some watercolors, but like there's a very specific example that we might not be thinking of the same thing. But there is one where, yeah, somebody basically didn't scan all the images correctly, and they're not as bright as they should have been. And yeah, they do look like watercolors, but they're not. But you might be thinking of some actual watercolors, which do exist. But yeah, if you go back and look at like some of the early guidebooks and stuff like that, you're just like, wait. Yeah, why does Charmander have a giant white bald spot? And it's because the white bald spot isn't actually as big as it's supposed to be. Or small as it's supposed to be. It's actually much larger because the lighter colors weren't scanned properly. And when you start to look at all the other Pokemon, you're just like, oh my gosh, like, wow. And then I think recently, let me see if I can Google it. I think recently somebody released the images that were like supposed to come out in the 90s. And basically everybody was just like, yeah, we like the originals. Like everybody agreed the improper scans were better. Which is interesting because it's like, was it nostalgia or do they just look better? And I think it's just because they look better, but I'm biased. I'm on the side that they look better. See if I can find it. Might have just been clickbait, who knows? But it turns out these scans were actually not totally accurate. Lu2 said that the images from those guides had blown out color and the artwork was often sketched or out or distorted. Often stretched out or distorted, but it is what people had and it existed online as official Pokemon art or fan websites for decades. So yeah, eventually somebody released that the scans we'd been looking at for over 20 years weren't right. Let me see if I can find like if it's the images I'm thinking of. Oh, yeah, it is. So like a lot of, yeah, it's crazy. Oh yeah, what's his name? Akihiro Toriyama? Is that the guy who makes Dragon Ball? His new game's coming out. What's the date on that? It's actually got a Steam date. Sandland, his other game. It looks like a desert mech builder shooter. It honestly looked like a cross between Borderlands and Dragon Quest. Although you actually customize your vehicle more than you do in Borderlands, so maybe like a Armored Core or something. I don't do a lot of mech games. Borderlands was probably a terrible example. They're in your head. The cries are coming from inside the house. Shoot, what do I want to do? Let's empty our inventory. Oh yeah. I guess let's catch 2 more and then empty it. think that's one thing in Pokemon I've never actually, like, paid too much attention was the cries. I don't think I've ever had, like, a favorite Pokemon cry or anything. It's just kind of always been Game Boy staticky noise to me. Some are definitely better than others, but... like, I know the Regis from Gen 3 have, like, commonly rated as, like, the highest one. But, I mean, that's because they literally have one of the only truly unique cries in the game. Chatot the only one to have a banned cry. Yes, I grew up playing Gen 3 a lot. I was like 10 years old when Gen 3 came out, I think. So, like, I was the target demographic. Although I did not like Fire Red and Leaf Green. Those were not games for me. Honestly, though, I wish I wasn't so young because I completely missed out on, like, almost every event in Pokemon. I think the only event that I actually got to be a part of was, like, the first week of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. There was an event, Beldum or something like that. Yeah, it was an event Beldum that Steven gave you. And I spent like a week trying to get a really good one because it was automatically shiny, so I just tried to get really good stats on it. But I never like went to a Toys R Us and got a Mew, or I never went to like a GameStop and got an Arceus or anything, just because I didn't know, I didn't care, I couldn't drive. I liked Ruby Sapphire. I didn't really care for Emerald because I was just like, ooh, the gym leaders have extra Pokemon. Like, I'm just gonna Blaziken them anyways. Yeah, that's how I feel about Fire Red and Leaf Green. Like, I hated them as a kid because I was just like, did they have to change the originals? But looking back, I'm like, wow, it's actually a really cool game. Why didn't I like this? I mean, they're not bad games. I think the only reason I would play those is to shiny hunt in them. I think just my favorite game to play, though, is Crystal and Heart Gold Soul Silver. I love Gen 2. I like the map, I like the Pokemon, I like the gyms. It's got its flaws. There's a lot of things I would change about the game, but, like, I can't because I'm not a game developer. But it's definitely up there for me. Yes, Gen 3 was quite creative. I think the only thing Gen 3 lacked was the just, you know, backwards compatibility, because not a lot of people actually like pay attention to that when they look back at it or remember it, but Gen 3 had almost zero backwards compatibility when it came out. It wasn't until Fire Red Leaf Green came out that you could actually get most of the Pokemon that were missing. It was like the first Dexit where there was just no Pokemon available. When Fire Red Leaf Green came out, you had those Pokemon and that was it. because you couldn't trade between Crystal and Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. At least I don't think you could. I'm probably only gonna play for like another hour max, just so you're aware. Oh man, I should have come here last time. Why did I not come here? Oh! That caught a tartan. I was not expecting a tartan. I thought you could target nonkies here with that. Tartans suck. No offense to the tartan, but... It's another tartan. I miss secret bases and stuff like that. I knew about it, but I never actually like found it as a kid or anything. But like I remember when like the Reggies and stuff got figured out. I remember I had friends that like actually learned how to read Braille, and it was just like, okay, like everybody else just kind of looks up the cheat online. And they were like, yeah, but I actually learned what it says and I can read Braille now. And it's like, but you don't have to. Nope. I was actually young enough to be around when people thought that there was secret Pokemon behind Bill's house. Back in the day where you had to have a friend with an action replay to answer those questions for you. And they were just like, no, you can use walk through walls and there's nothing back there. And it's like, what's walk through walls? And then you see like your first time with an action replay Game Boy, and it's just like, we're not even playing the same game, are we? I remember my first time seeing like my friend's shiny only like Game Boy, and it was just like, what is this? I was like, well, I just have it set so every Pokemon's shiny. And I just remember thinking like, I don't even know what that means. And for the longest time, I didn't even think you could like actually catch shiny Pokemon without an action replay. No, it's so good. Dang. Honestly, I remember being so young that all my friends still had to just find Pacific Log Town. But like once you get there, there's a guy who talks about Mirage Island, but I never found it. When I first played Ruby and Sapphire, I had to have my brother help me get past the submarine part where you deliver all the pieces and whatnot. I could never get past the aqua or magma grunts because I just couldn't ever remember the sequence in which you had to do stuff. It would always just result in me. That's a good one. That was actually my first ever pre-ordered game. It came with a stylus of Dialga, or Palkia, but I got the Dialga one. That was my first ever pre-order game. Back when you actually had to pre-order games because they wouldn't have enough until like the following weekend. That was such a big deal. Oh my god, we had to go to like some wild ass Target out in the middle of nowhere because everywhere around us had already sold out of them. Because I didn't understand what a pre-order meant. I didn't realize that they were kind of one of those things you had to get sooner than later. Pokemon X and Y or Borderlands 2 was the first game I ever actually sat out and waited for all night. That used to be so much fun, but you don't have to do that anymore. Games literally don't run out. That's a bygone era. Games literally don't run out anymore. Ooh, you know what? I just got fucking hit with tired. That bell, I swear that bell literally just made me tired. Alright, we're gonna go finish with some apple farming. Oh, that's a good one too. I depressingly did not find my first shiny until X and Y, like almost 15 years or some shit. I again just literally didn't think you could even catch shinies because like I made it all the way through my runtime of Crystal without ever seeing one. And then finally, when Ruby and Sapphire came out, my friend just again had an action replay, and I was just like, oh, so like that Gyarados, like, okay, that's like, you gotta cheat to get one of those. That's why they give you one. And then I remember I had a friend in like high school or something like that who was like, yo, look, I got a shiny Charmander. And I just remember being like, yeah, like, okay, like, good for you. And then it wasn't until like later in life I was like, oh my god, how long did they spend doing that? Yeah, there's like horror stories of people getting like shiny Mudkips and stuff like that and being like, oh, my game glitched, and then turning off their Game Boys immediately because they think their game's like bugged or something. My gosh. That thing bit instantly, and I was super excited. They don't. I don't even think it was technically a term back then. I don't think shinies became a term until like Gen 5 or 6. It was actually only in the trading card game that they referred to them as shining. But fans developed the term shinies, and eventually Pokemon adopted it with the shiny charm. But yeah, nowhere in Gen 2 does it call him Shiny Gyarados. The best part is, it was totally, like, it was a mistake, most likely. Like, there was probably just a little oversight where some of the Pokemon were just randomly colored differently and they couldn't figure out what to do. So they just leaned into it. Because there's still a giant argument within the community on whether or not the Pokemon are algorithmically chosen for their shiny, or if, again, it's just totally random. Because some shinies make sense and look like they were chosen, and others look like they follow some sort of pattern or algorithm. But there really is no answer. There's a bit of a, like, half answer from one of the devs, I think from a long time ago, where they basically said the original ones were all chosen by the, like, game itself because there was only so many colors. And then after that, they actually had to go back and, like, try to match some of the color palettes. But then they screwed up matching some of the color palettes, so over time they basically changed and modified some of them. And then I think in Gen 7 or 8, they actually just started making... No, it might even have been 6. They just started making the shiny sprites themselves. But it's, like, really weird, because, like, if you go back to Gen 2, some of the colors, like, very clearly match up, like, if you look at some of the shinies. But then there's obvious answers where, like, the colors don't match up. And it's just like, okay, well, this one went red to blue, and this one goes blue to purple, and this one goes red to green, and none of those make sense. And then there's 12 other Pokemon that go from blue to the same exact type of yellow. So... it's really hard to say. But, like, Charizard going from a weird purple and green to black and red was absolutely a design choice. But with how broken Gen 2 is, it's really hard to say what is and what wasn't intended. I mean, again, they intended for all of Kurt's Pokeballs to work, and half of them don't. And I mean, they kind of work. I think if I remember correctly, Burn, Heal, and Moonstone are like one item digit away. So the Moon Ball in Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal only only boosts catch rate when you catch Pokemon that evolve by Burn Heals, which is no Pokemon. And the reason for that is when you look into the coding, Burn Heal and Moonstone are like a single 0 off of each other in the item list or something like that. So somebody just like accidentally typoed Burn Heal instead of Moonstone. Or no, I think they used Gen 1's code for Burn Heal, which was or Gen 1 codes for Moonstone, which was Gen 2's code for Burn Heal or something like that. The Quick Ball, which is supposed to like boost whenever you catch Pokemon that flee, only boosts like 2 fleeing Pokemon instead of the other 10. I'm trying to remember, there's I think a couple others that are like really weird. Yes, Max is indeed floating. I always try to stand in unique places. I don't know why, I just like it. But yes, I'm glad you noticed that. I'm specifically standing here for a reason. Thank you for taking notice. Oh, that might be the last fish for tonight. Let's try for one more. I am exhausted, which is good, because I was, like, wide awake an hour ago. I need good rest so that I can stream tomorrow. But if I fell asleep at 7 o'clock, I was going to wake up way too early, and then I was going to have to take a nap, and if I have to take a nap, I have to turn stream off completely, and then when I wake up from a nap, I do not feel like streaming. Take care. If you want to see some Rogue Galaxy tomorrow, there's a 99% chance that's what I'm playing. Well, 98% chance. There's a 1% chance that I'm fishing, and then there's a 1% chance for, like, Dragon's Dogma, because I have a sorcerer build on that game that I need to finish up before Dragon's Dogma 2 gets released. But it'll most likely be Rogue Galaxy, because I need to finish that game up. I've been playing that for like 7 months, and I have not finished it. But take care, have a wonderful night, and thank you for stopping by. It's always nice chatting. I don't think we're gonna get that last fish. Oh, we did. Very nice. Not a monster, but... Alright, everyone, take care, have a good night, and I hope to see you all tomorrow morning for Rogue Galaxy.